finding the surface area of a cone. What is the surface area of the cone in terms of pi? Look at the surface area here. Sorry, this cone. We have a base, a circle base, which is its radius is 15 centimeter, and the slant height that is given, which is 25 centimeter. So now let's find the surface area. Now we said that the surface area is the lateral area plus the area of the base. Now, what is the lateral area? It is by R times L, and the base or the area of the base, it's mean, since now the circle here is the base, I will write, the area of the circle, which is by R squared. So by. Now where's the radius here? Is it given? Yes,
it's 15.
It's
15. So
15.
we have in the base, in this one that you colored it by purple, if we have a square, like we are going to use the area of the square, we just look at this, at the base, how it looks like.
Because this is the cone only circle. If square, yes, you talk about the pyramid. Yes, you look at the base of the pyramid, which is square, and you will find the area of the base or the area of the square.
Okay.
But for the cone, it's the base hole here is only circle. So by R times the slant height. Where's the slant height? This is one. It is an altitude of the lateral face. It is 25. Times by 15 squared. 15 times 25 is 375 by plus 15 squared 225 by, let's add them to each other. The answer is 600 by. So the surface area of this cone is 600 by.
Which guys 600 by centimeter, right?
Oh, yes, thank you. Centimeter squared. Oh. Is it clear? Do you have any question?
Yes,
No, thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Here now in this gadget, we have the same. The radius of the base is 16. The slant height is 28. What is the surface area in terms of pi? So here we will substitute in it. But here now, they told me that we have a cone and the radius of the cone is 16 and the slant height, which is here, is 28. So by times the radius 16 times the slant height 28 plus by R squared, the radius here is 16 squared. So it is by times 16 times 28. This is the lateral area, and by times 16 squared is the area of the base. Now let's add them.
Teacher, the answer is 704 by.
So it is 448 by plus 16 by squared, which is 256 by. If you add 256 plus 448, it will be, yes, 704 by. This is now meter squared. This is now the area of, the surface area of the cone. Do you have any question now?
No, thank you. Okay.
Okay.
Here we don't need to find no, we need to find the height, yes.
Now this is this here. This is the slant height. That's all I needed. Now,
We need for
next in our next lessons, we will use the height. So the slant height to find the surface area, and the height to find the altitude or the height to find the volume. So this is slant height. I use it to find the lateral area. And this height, I use it to find the volume. That's why I told you that why we must differentiate between them. But for the cylinder, as we said yesterday, or for the prism as an example, so on, the height of the slant height or the altitude of the lateral area, the lateral faces, the altitude of the lateral faces is the same as the height that is perpendicular on the plane of the base. They are the same. That's why we can use, if this is a 3 or this is a 3, they are the same. We can use any of them to find the surface area or to find the volume. But in the cone or in the pyramid, no. We must differentiate. We must know that the lateral height, I use it to find the surface area or the lateral area, you can say, and the height, I use it to find the volume. That's what we said yesterday. Now, look at this cone here. What is the lateral area of a traffic cone with the radius 10 and the height is 28? Round the nearest whole number. In this, got it here on the problem 4, we learn, or we want now to find the lateral area, but if the slant height is not given, they give me only the radius and the height, not the slant height, the height. So here now we have this cone. Let's draw it here now. I only know that the radius of the traffic cone is 10 inches and the height here is 28. Now, all of us know that the lateral area is by RL. So I need the radius, which is given, which is 10, and also I need the slant height. But as I told you, the slant height here is not given. I only know that this is the height, 28, and this is the radius of the circle, which is 10, and this is the slant height I need to find it. So to find the slant height, let's name it with S or L. What we will use?
Pythagorean theorem.
Pythagorean theorem.
We will use Pythagorean theorem, which we said in it. If I want to find L, I will say now, let's write here, L squared is equal to 10 squared plus 28 squared. So L is the square root of 100 plus 28 squared. So now 100 plus 28 squared, square root of the answer. The answer is 29.73 inch. This is now the lateral area of this one here.
Did you forget the pi?
Where's pi? Here, no, that is continuous. So wait, I'm talking about L.
Oh, okay.
The slant height. Then after that, after I found 29.73, I will evaluate it here, which is the lateral or the slant height that we found it. So the answer it will be 297.3 by inch squared. This is now how we find the lateral area of a cone, but the slant height is not given. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's now find the surface area of this shape here. Look at this, this shape or this figure here. For this one here, we have a cylinder, and down or in the bottom down, we have a cone. And they are connected with each other. And I want to find now the surface area. Okay, now who can tell me? Habiba, I want you. Can you tell me how can I find the surface area? Oh, if you look at this shape here, imagine that you have a cone and up you have a cylinder. If you look at this shape or this figure, what did you see?
The radius is 5.
No, sorry, I mean, what did you see? If you look at it here, what did you
A
see? You see a
cylinder
circle. You see a base.
Yes.
And a lateral faces of a cylinder.
Yeah, and a cone.
And a lateral surface of a cone, or the lateral surface, lateral faces, sorry, of the cone. Did you see the circle that is hidden here? Oh, if you want to find the surface area, did you use, let's change the color. Did you use the surface, the area here? Do you find it? Do you find its area?
No.
No, thank you, because it is hidden. It is inside. I don't want it. So if you want to find the surface area of this shape, I will find the area of the base, which is this one, plus the lateral area of the cylinder, okay, plus the lateral area of the cone. Because the surface area of the cone is the lateral area plus the base, but the base here is hidden. And for the cylinder, to find the surface area, we have to find the lateral area plus the area of two bases. But since I have only one base that I see it, and the second base, it's hidden, I cannot see it, so I will find one of the bases. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Like we will know if it's hidden or not when they when it's don't have any numbers on it.
No, not like this. No. Look at it. See, Rose. Imagine that you have a cylinder and you put up on this cylinder a cone. Okay? And I'm telling you to find the surface area. What is the surface that you touch it? You touch this cone. Is it right? You touch the lateral faces of this cylinder. You touch this base. Can you touch this base here?
No.
I want you please to imagine. Yes, don't tell me no, all of you, because in the quiz, on the final, sorry, you will have another figures. So you know how can you deal with them. I will not give you the same as this one with changing the numbers. So I want you to think, to know if you understand it or no. Later on, we will talk about volume. So this is the last question for the surface area. Here, I want you to look at the shape. Imagine, all of you try that. Imagine that you have a cylinder in front of you, and up of the cylinder you have a cone. So which the faces that you touch it? Here, you have it like this. Okay, what did you touch?
The one that it is in the middle.
Yes, you touch the lateral faces of the cylinder. You touch this base, the bottom one, and you touch the cone. Did you touch the cylinder, the circle that is here?
No.
If they are connected to each other?
Yes, they are connected.
Yeah, they are connected. Do you touch it?
No.
Is it a strong no?
Yeah, it's a strong no. We cannot touch it. It's inside.
It's not in the surface. It's not even the surface. We're measuring the
Yeah,
surface.
it's inside, so
Yeah.
it's not part of the surface area.
Okay, we cannot touch it. It's not on the surface, so I will not find its area.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
You're welcome. Now, let's continue here. So what is the base here? It is a circle. What is the area of the base? By r squared, which is by, what is the radius? It is 5 squared, plus the lateral area of the cylinder. What is the lateral area of the cylinder?
It is
Parameter
2
times
Pi
L.
RH. Okay.
but
Which is
it's
2
not
by r, the parameter of the circle, times the height. So now, please.
teaches not pi r the cylinder. Wait, are we doing the cylinder or are we doing the cone?
This is for the cylinder.
Ah, okay.
So here, plus 2 by, what is the radius here? It is 5. Now what is the height? Look at here. This is the height, or this is the height. They are the same. So I choose the 6.
6.
Plus the lateral area of the cone. It was by r times slant height. So look here, for the cylinder, it is 2 by RH. Here it is by times r times the slant height. By times r, where's r? It is 5. And look at L now. Where's L? Where's the slant height?
It is in
Not
the
given. Find it.
It is given?
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
This is the slant height. They only give me the height of the shape. So only here I have the height, which is a 12. I have
And the radius.
5, and I can find the slant height. Now there's a relationship between them. After you find it by Pythagorean theorem, you will find that here it is 13. Sorry, what's I wrote? Here it is 13. Because 5 squared plus 12 squared is 169. Square root of 169 is 13. So the slant height here is 13. Is it clear? So here you have to know that for the cylinder, you have to use the height, and for the cone, you have to use the slant height. Don't use 12. You have to use the slant height, which is 13. Then 25 by, or 25 plus 6 times 5 is 30, plus 2 is 60, plus 5 times 13, which is, so the final answer is 150 by. This is now the surface area of this shape. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you have any question?
Teacher,
No, thank you.
teacher, can we make each one alone, then we add them? Like,
No.
can we make
If you do it, if you do this, you will find the surface area of the circle. And if you the area of the circle, and if you find the area of the circle, yeah, I mean here, if you find this, you find the surface area of the cylinder, you find base plus the lateral faces. And of the cone, you will find also the lateral faces plus area of the base. So you will add to this formula here 2b, which is the area of the base, the circle, one with the cylinder and one of the cone. So it will be wrong.
Okay, teacher. The teacher, in
Yes.
question 26, can you tell us what we are going to use exactly? Just the formula. No need for
Question what?
writing. Question 26.
هلا هو what I choose here أنا. طيب, okay, I will tell you about it later. Let's solve now number 28. Look at 28 here. In 28 here, what did you see? We see a prism,
It's the
or a rectangular prism, and up of the
Yeah.
rectangular prism, what did you see?
lateral area of a pyramid.
Yeah, thank you. So we have a pyramid. Now, to find the surface area now. Okay? Look at the pyramid. What did we see? We see the lateral area of the pyramid. Plus, so we see this one and this one, which is the lateral area of the prism or rectangular prism. Plus, also we see this base. Is it clear, Rose, now?
Yes, teacher.
So Rose, here, if you want to find them, just say which base, okay, or which face they are common with each other, between the pyramid and the prism.
The one that it is in the middle.
This one, yeah, okay. This one, it will be cancelled.
Okay. So there's just one base.
Yeah, exactly. That's only one base. So now here,
And
the slant height.
for all of them, the upper one and the down one.
Sorry?
Or only for, like, it is for the pyramid and the prism, this base. Or only for the prism.
It is common between them. So
Yeah.
it's cancelled for the prism and for the pyramid.
Yeah.
Now, let's continue here. So the lateral area for the pyramid is half the perimeter times the slant height. For the prism is the perimeter times the height, and the area of the base, since it is a square, we will say it is 2 squared. Now, half. What is the perimeter of the square? Look at the pyramid here. What is the perimeter of the square? It is 4 times 2. Is this right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now then I need now the slant height. Where's the slant height? Is it 2?
And no, it's not
No.
given.
It's not given. This 2
We have
is
to
the
find
height.
it.
So this is 2 and this is 2. Half of 2 is what? Is 1. So one here and 1, it will be here also. So this is 1. So now this is 2 and here the length of this side is 2. Up it will be 2 also. And half of 2, since that the height is perpendicular on the plane of the base, so it's bisected, so it will be 1. So here is 1, here is 2. Can I find now the slant height L? It is 1 squared plus 2 squared. So L here is 1 squared plus 2 squared, which is square root of 5. So the slant height here now is a square root of 5. Plus, let's continue now. What is the parameter here of the prism? It is also a circle. It is also a square. So I need to find the parameter, which is n times s, or 4 times 2 times. What is the height of the prism here?
It's 4.
It is 4. Thank you. This one here. Plus the area of the base. Since it's a square, so the area of the square is any side square. So 4 plus 4 times 4 is 16 plus 2, 32, plus 4 square root of 5. So the answer here is 36 plus 4 square root of 5 meter squared.